In January 1848, James Marshall discovered gold at a sawmill in the Sutter's Mill in Coloma, California. What followed was the 1849 California Gold Rush, a time of immense economic and social change for America's West Coast. Over 300,000 immigrants from across the world traveled to California in pursuit of their dreams of wealth and prosperity. Join us now for this Liber-Tea episode detailing one of the most exciting events in U.S. history. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment on this episode and other episodes you find interesting as we travel around and explore our world's history. Now, let's dive in and see the impacts that the California Gold Rush had on America's West Coast during the 19th century. The discovery of gold in California in the 1840s and 1850s is known as the Gold Rush. This event sparked one of the largest migrations in American history, with over 300,000 people coming to the state from all across the country in search of wealth. The discovery of gold in California in 1848 was a turning point not only for the state, but also for the entire nation. The event triggered the Gold Rush, which had a profound impact on the economy and society of America. People from all walks of life, including farmers, merchants, and even slaves, rushed to California with the hope of striking it rich. The influx of people not only boosted the population of the state, but also led to the creation of new industries such as mining, transportation, and agriculture. The Gold Rush also played a significant role in shaping the culture of California, with many immigrants bringing their customs and traditions from around the world. Even after the gold ran out, California continued to thrive, becoming one of the most prosperous states in the country. People flocked to California in pursuit of their dreams, and while some were successful, many found hardships along the way. So why was the Gold Rush such an important part of California's history? The California Gold Rush was a pivotal period in the history of the United States. It began in 1848 when gold was discovered at Sutter's Mill and lasted until the early 1850s. The news of the discovery attracted thousands of prospectors from all over the world who came to California in search of fortune. This influx of people had a profound impact on the region, transforming it from a sparsely populated area to a bustling center of commerce almost overnight. The Gold Rush also had a significant impact on the economy of the United States, helping to spur westward expansion and contributing to the country's growth and development. Thousands of prospectors rushed to California to seek their fortune during the Gold Rush of 1849 to 1850, making it one of the most important events of the 19th century. The legacy of the California Gold Rush is still felt today, with many of the towns and cities that sprang up during this period still thriving and contributing to the state's vibrant culture and economy. Here are some highlighted facts about the California Gold Rush. The California Gold Rush began in January 1848, and the first discovery of gold was made by James Marshall at Sutter's Mill in Coloma, California. The discovery of gold at Sutter's Mill in 1848 triggered one of the largest mass migrations in American history, as people from all over the world flocked to California in search of riches. The Gold Rush had a profound impact on the development of the West, transforming California from a sleepy backwater into a bustling hub of commerce and industry. It also brought about some significant social and cultural changes, as people from all walks of life came together to chase their dreams of striking it rich. Despite the many challenges and hardships they faced, the Gold Rush pioneers persevered, laying the foundation for the Golden State we know today. By the end of 1849, an estimated 300,000 people had migrated to California in search of gold. The massive influx of people seeking their fortunes in California gave rise to a new way of life, one that was marked by intense competition and a rough-and-tumble attitude. Many of the gold seekers were young men who had left behind families and settled lives in the East, hoping to strike it rich out west. They faced numerous challenges on their journey, including harsh weather conditions, treacherous terrain, and the threat of attacks by Native Americans. Despite the dangers, the promise of wealth was too alluring for many to resist, and they flocked to California in droves. By the end of the 1850s, the gold rush had transformed California into a booming state with a thriving economy and a diverse population. Mining techniques used during the gold rush included panning and hydraulic mining. The most successful miners earned hundreds of thousands of dollars in gold. Some of these successful miners were able to amass a small fortune in just a few short years. In fact, many of them became so wealthy that they were able to retire early and live comfortably for the rest of their lives. While some miners struck it rich purely by luck, others had to work tirelessly for months or even years before finding a substantial amount of gold. Despite the challenges they faced, these miners persevered and were rewarded handsomely for their efforts. During the gold rush, towns sprang up quickly and lawlessness was rampant. In 1849, news of the discovery of gold in California spread across the world. With a wave of people from all corners of the globe heading to San Francisco to strike it rich, life changed drastically. The influx of fortune seekers created a new society where money was everything. Saloons, gambling houses, and brothels popped up overnight to cater to the needs of the miners. The city's population exploded from 1,000 to over 25,000 in just 1 year, leading to overcrowding, disease, and crime. Despite the harsh living conditions, people continued to flock to California, hoping to find gold and make a better life for themselves. As a result, San Francisco became a melting pot of cultures, languages, and customs, shaping its identity as a diverse and vibrant city that still attracts people from all over the world today. If the 1849 gold rush had not occurred, the United States West Coast would be vastly different than what it is today. Without the surge of immigration and prospectors looking for gold, California and the other western states would not have experienced such a large population growth, and many of the cities that now dot the West Coast might not exist. San Francisco, for example, was transformed from a small settlement to a bustling metropolis in just a few short years due to the influx of people drawn by the promise of gold. The city's economy boomed, and it quickly became one of the most important financial centers in the country. Without the gold rush, San Francisco may have remained a sleepy little port town with little influence on the rest of the nation. Similarly, Los Angeles might have remained a small pueblo, and Seattle might not have developed into the major port city it is today. The impact of the gold rush on the West Coast was immense, shaping the region's history and development in countless ways, which influenced the development of their economies and cultures. Thank you for joining this Gold Rush episode of Liber-Tea. We hope you have learned a few new facts and reinforced the ones you already knew. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment for more of these types of episodes about our world's history.